I am officially the southernmost person in the entire country right now. How's it going, everybody? My name is Liam. Today, I'm gonna be spending the next 3 days just out here by myself doing a little bit of camping. I've been wanting to come out here for a long time and do this, so finally here I am. Currently, I'm at Wheatley Provincial Park and I'm gonna be doing one night at a campground. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna have to find a place to stay because I don't have anywhere booked, but I plan on staying somewhere. So we're gonna go look for some spots tomorrow. But today, we got a nice and safe campground. I don't have to worry. And now, normally I'm in the tent. I decided this time around that I would camp in the car. The last couple times that I've car camped, I've experimented with different ways to camp in it that are, some are more comfortable than others. And I think I found the most comfortable setup yet. In here, I've got just a regular mattress. No stupid sleep systems, no pillows, just a mattress that coincidentally just happened to fit in the car. This was the mattress that I was using when I was living in university. And now that I'm back home for the next couple months, I got it just hanging here, so I figured I'd put some use to it. Okay, so I didn't bring that much stuff. I got my backpack, paddleboard in case I can get out on the water, and we got some food over there. Right now we're gonna get set up. There's not really too much to set up. I just kind of want to empty everything out, just have everything nicely set up so that way we can just settle in super fast. But I literally, all I brought was like this with all my gear, and another small grocery bag with some more gear. And other than that, I really didn't bring that much stuff. All right, that's all I brought. I got a pillow, a sleeping bag, and an extra blanket. Just gonna keep this extra blanket handy. Probably won't need it, but just have it there for safety's sake so I don't get freezing overnight. All right, it's a beautiful day out here. I'm out here on a Thursday, and so far there's no one here right now. I believe someone's supposed to come to the site right here, but most of the campground's pretty empty tonight, so I'm gonna be probably one of the only younger guys here, let's be honest. Really, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy myself. There's really nothing to set up. I'm done. Everything else I have is just gonna be stuff I need to cook. Really, I'm set to go. So, right here is a beautiful creek that I'm directly on. But then just walk over the bridge right there, cross over there, you can get over to Lake Erie. Beautiful beach over there. And I've explored this park last year and I did a video on it. And I really enjoyed it here. And I'm actually at the exact same site as I was last year because I really liked this spot. I like it because it's right on the creek and it's also right next to the bridge that gets you across to go to the beach. So that way you don't have to take a long walk, just right around the corner. I really like that. It's a great campground here. I'm pretty disappointed right now. I was just saying how, there's fish I could see and that I'm gonna go and catch them. I go and I grab my fishing rod and it's brand new, I haven't used it yet. And I just noticed that there's a snap here, just right in the middle of the rod. So I can't fish, which is a huge bummer. I'm gonna have to take this back to the store and just get it replaced because it's 30-day return policy. I probably got it about 2 weeks ago. So for right now, there's not really much to do here. So I was just gonna walk around and explore. The car's fully set up to camp in because I only brought a few things for it. And then later tonight we can get our dinner started. I'm gonna be cooking up some ground beef with some mushrooms and a baked potato, and just grabbed that on my way here. And we're gonna have a great time here. I'm all alone, but it doesn't bother me. I booked this trip months ago and I've been looking forward to it ever since. So I'm just really happy to be here right now. And it's beautiful, it's green outside. Sky's blue, it's a great day. So I'm just happy, and we're gonna go down to the beach and let's explore the forest a little bit. The water level's a lot higher on the bridge than it was last year. Look at that, it's right there, and I'm standing right here. It's been a really fun forest walk in here. We're just about to get onto the beach now. We're gonna hang there for a bit. I love the forest though. Let's go see how this beach is looking. Beautiful down here by the water. I'm just hanging out. One thing that I observed here that I find kind of interesting is right here where you can see the creek and then this beach right here by the lake. Last year the creek went through the beach, which means since then the water levels dropped, and which is funny because the creek over by where I'm at looks like the water's risen, so I'm a little confused now. But yeah, basically before you just couldn't go over there. There's a trailer park right there, you couldn't cross over. Now you can. So funny how everything like that happens. One thing that this beach is known for is all the dead driftwood trees that you see along the beach. They're pretty much everywhere you look, and the reason for that is it's pretty interesting, but basically, as you can see here, Lake Erie in this area gets like super eroded. So because there's constant erosion here, and this didn't look like this happened too long ago, trees eventually come down if they're near the edge, and then that's what happened to every single tree here. And now what's funny is this tree right here that looks like it's about to come down. I actually talked about this tree in my video last year. I remember coming to it and I go, this shagbark hickory looks like it'll be down in a year. And here I am a year later, it'll be down in a year again. Yeah, if I come back here, I'll have to see if this one's down, because I do remember saying this one will go down, and it looks like it's in the process of doing that, which is very, very funny that I noticed that last year. Right here, we've got actually a fresh hickory that looks like it just came down quite recently, and it fell pretty awkwardly too. Maybe this is the one I mentioned last year, actually. I don't know. All of these though, they're about to come down. You can tell that this one came down recently because it still has leaves. So either it grew its leaves then fell, or it fell, but it fell so recently that the leaves were still able to grow. But either way, 6 months from now, or whenever these leaves start to drop, this tree will begin to go into its dead process, and it'll look like all the other driftwood here along the beach. Right, good to be back. Let's hang here for a bit now. I'm trying to cut up some kindling right now. I just needed to cut some small pieces there to make it easier to start the fire, because we're going to be starting the fire up very soon, so we got to start getting prepared. The fire's going strong, and we're going to get dinner started now. Tonight, I've got a really exciting meal put together here. Right here, I got some ground beef, I got some mushrooms, a pocket baked potato, and some Tex-Mex spice. So, I'm gonna be doing up a Tex-Mex style ground beef with mushrooms, and then just this on the side. I'm gonna grill this baked potato right there off the fire, and then we're gonna cook up the mushrooms and the ground beef in the pot. It's gonna be a really good dinner. I think what's really funny about this is going into this trip, I genuinely had no idea what I was gonna cook for dinner, because I knew tomorrow night I'm gonna do a dehydrated meal just because I'm gonna be kind of just out in the middle of nowhere probably, but tonight I knew I wanted to do a proper meal. I had no idea what I was gonna get at the grocery store. I stopped at some random small town on my way here going, I don't know what I'm gonna get. I walk in, I just go, oh, I like mushrooms. Oh, I like ground beef. Oh, I should get this, I should get that. So I put myself together a pretty decent looking meal. And I'm really excited to see how this thing's gonna turn out, because I think it's gonna look really good actually. So the plan is, I'm gonna throw this directly right here on the flame. The only problem is I forgot tongs. And now I can live without them. I just made some makeshift tongs here. I think we can make this work. Because I just wanna make sure that I can get this thing on right there on the flame. So we're gonna leave this until it's soft on the fire for about half an hour, I would say. While this thing's cooking right here, I'm gonna get started on the other things so that way everything can be done around the same time. Potato's been on for about 25 minutes now, maybe a bit longer. I've had a couple of issues with the campfire, but I got it going right now. So with that being almost ready, let's get this ready. It's gonna be on for about 15 minutes, I would say, or until it's brown. And then at about the halfway point, I'm gonna throw all these mushrooms in, and that's the plan here. Then here, I got my Tex-Mex. I'm gonna throw some in right now, but not a lot. I'm gonna put the most of it when the mushrooms are on, just to get it started for right now. This is actually cooking really quick. It's only been on for about 4 minutes, so I'm gonna throw a bunch of mushrooms in there now and cook them all together. Hopefully this works. I'm no pro cook. I'm just a guy that likes to camp and cook some nice meals. I think I'm gonna just leave that at that. I'm gonna take a couple off, and then I think I'm just gonna cook them separately. I think that'll just be easier. Tex-Mex here, just douse it. Mix it all now. Hopefully this turned out. I am no expert, but I do try. But yeah, everything here is cooked, at least, which is a good thing. Mushrooms in there. Ooh. All right, let's not burn myself. Jeez. Good. Maybe don't put that on paper. Okay, here's the finished product. I can't say it looks particularly appetizing, but I can't say it looks terrible. So I think that's a win. Yeah, no, it's all right. This is the finished product right here. Doesn't look too bad. Baked potatoes cooked nicely, the beef's cooked, and the mushrooms are cooked. So everything's cooked, which means I did something right. First bite here, we're gonna get a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna grab a mushroom, I'm gonna grab a little bit of beef. This isn't exactly how a pro would do it, but this is how a camper does it. Let's give it a try. So, we nailed the mushrooms and the ground beef. Didn't nail the potato. That's okay, I'm still gonna eat it either way. I mean, it's definitely not perfect. I'm no professional cook, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm happy to see everything together here. It's a big meal. Got a full potato, 400 grams of ground beef, and all these mushrooms here. We're making the best out of this beautiful night here. I'm gonna eat this now, and I'm gonna do my best to enjoy it. It's pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. It is good. I don't think a professional chef would approve of it, but I think a camper would approve of it, and that's really what I'm going for here. All right, that's about all I can eat there. I am full. That meal is pretty good, I enjoyed it. And it always, you know, things always taste better, one, when you cook it yourself because you feel good about it, but two, especially when I'm camping, every time I cook a camping meal, always tastes good. It doesn't even matter what it is. I just threw a bunch of random things together and I thought it was good, you know? Anyway, looks like we're gonna have a beautiful sunset. So I'm gonna go grab my camp chair, stoke up the fire so that it's going nice. And we're gonna walk over to the beach and just hang there for a little bit. Behind me, we got an absolutely insane sunset. Too bad that the sun doesn't set on the east, because then we'd be getting it over here. But just look at those clouds, unreal. We're making our way down to the beach right now. It's a beautiful night. And you know, I'm full after a good meal. The fire's going well. I'm having a great time by myself. That sunset, it's like the icing on the cake there. That's my dessert. So let's get down to this beach. It's a beautiful evening. I'm the only guy here right now, but the bugs are really bad. Along the beach, there's, I don't know what they're called, but there's just hundreds of bugs in these like ball-shaped swarms, and I keep walking into them. And I don't want to eat any, I don't want to get any on my nose, so I'm just kind of hanging over here, not directly on the beach. But nonetheless, it's still beautiful out here. I'm still really enjoying myself. I'm gonna get back to the campsite now and just fully enjoy the fire without having to worry about my dinner. And then we'll hop in the car and call it a night. So we've got everything planned out and it's been a great day so far. I stoked the fire up real good before we left, but I'm actually surprised that it's looking so good for the fact that I was gone for about 15 minutes. So I'm pretty happy with that. For the rest of the night, I'm just gonna burn through a bunch of wood and just kind of hang by the fire and enjoy myself. And it's a beautiful night out here. I'm very, very happy to be here right now. It's just amazing. All right, I'm hopping in for the night now. Sleeping quarters looks pretty comfortable. Let's get in here. The fire's still going just a little bit, but it'll be out soon. I'm hopping in. Tonight I can leave my shoes out here in the campground. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to bring everything inside the car. Oh, we're in. Look at that. We're all settled. All right, well, there's not really much else to do other than go to sleep. So I'm gonna do that right now. Day one, huge success, really enjoyed it. Great meal, great vibes, great beach, just everything was really fun. I'm looking forward to what we're gonna be up to tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be the day where I'm just gonna be going around. I don't really have any plans. I got an idea of what I wanna do and I have a couple places I wanna check out. But other than that, it's a pretty free day. So we're just gonna go and explore and make the best of what we can find. Till then, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'll see y'all bright and early. Good morning. I'm up. And truthfully, I actually think I slept pretty well. I woke up maybe 3 times last night, but I powered through. I still did about a 10-hour sleep, which is a good thing. And I'm up now. It's 9 o'clock, and I'm ready to get out and start the day. Okay, I'm up. I'm really enjoying myself here. It's beautiful, just kind of watching the wildlife. There's this chipmunk that has a hole in this campsite, so he's living here. Squirrel digging around for nuts, and the birds are very loud and it's very nice. On the mirror of the car, we got a cobweb, and it looks like they got something too. That's funny. Not much else to do at the campsite. I'm gonna take another hike, do the same hike I did yesterday. It was really nice. I'm just gonna go and do it again, hike down to the beach and go enjoy the views. Truly, it's a beautiful morning. I just wish it was a little sunnier, but it's still great out here. The wildlife is insane out here. Tons and tons of birds, squirrels, chipmunks. I'm sure there's more if I looked around a little harder. It's really awesome out here and I'm really enjoying it. There's really not much else to do here, and I've got a whole itinerary of things I want to do today. So when I get back to the campsite, I'm gonna pack up and get ready to get on out of here. Next up, I want to go to Point Pelee National Park. And it's a national park and it's one of the closer ones to me, yet I've actually never been to it before. So I thought, well, I'm down here, I'm only 25 minutes away from it. I thought I would go and check it out. Lots to explore there. The biodiversity there is insane. So I'm really looking forward to going to check that out. After we're done at that park, we're gonna go and just hit the road, go find a place to sleep for the night. All right, we are pretty much 100% packed up to leave the campsite and hit the road. I'm going down to Point Pelee National Park, and what they're known for is they are the southernmost part of mainland Canada in the whole country. So it doesn't get any further south than where I'm going. It's really fun there. Never been, so I'm gonna go check it out. Let's hit the road. All right, that is it. We out. Really enjoyed this campsite. I love it here. I just saw the chipmunk go in its hole. Beautiful sight here. I'm ready to hit the road. So much to see around here. Let's go check it all out. We made it. We're finally here. We're inside the national park. We're gonna go around and explore. Right here's a little dock. I just got into the park, so we're gonna take our time. But there's a little dock right here I'm gonna check out. Tons of stuff to see, and I got a couple different trails marked out that I wanna go and hike and check out before we get to the southernmost part of the whole country. So half this park is actually like all marsh. A little bit of it is forested. Majority of it looks like this. And it's this huge wetland, protects tons and tons of biodiversity, amphibians, beavers, lots of cool animals in here. And there's some beautiful views out here. The further south we go, I think the nicer it'll look too. We're down to the first beach here. The waves are really strong. It actually looks like an ocean here, to be completely honest. It's a big beach, big waves. I feel like I'm at the ocean right now. It's beautiful here. Absolute stunner. That bird you see there, they're called barn swallows. There's a nest right in front of me with a baby in it. That's so cool. This is totally different. I'm currently on the east side of the park. This part of the beach is a generally not so accessible side, has no way to drive to it. The other side's way more accessible. But over here, the beach looks a lot different. It's a lot smaller over here. That might have to do with the way the lake operates on this side because it's a peninsula. There's one end, there's the other end. I guess the other end gets more action. I don't know. Looks like this beach is another situation as the place I was just at. Tons of driftwood. Erosion can be pretty bad, and all the trees come down right there. You can't even pass that point, it's so bad. Currently in the complete middle of the forest right now. And what I'm doing is I'm making my way down to, they call it the tip. The tip is like the southernmost part of the country, and that's kind of the spot that everybody comes to the park to see. Now, one thing I didn't know is you can't just directly drive there. I kind of just assumed you could. Turns out you can't. So what I'm doing is I'm walking. There's a shuttle bus that can take you down. I didn't know if it was running or not, so I just decided to hike it. I'd rather hike it anyway. So I got a couple kilometers to hike down until I actually get to it. Then we're gonna hang out there for a little bit. There's really not much else to do. So as soon as I'm done and I'm back at the car, we're gonna head out and find our spot for the night. All right, I've been hiking in the forest for a little while now. I noticed that the trail came out right here to a beach. And if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, but there's a couple people way down the beach. Where they're standing, that is the southernmost point in the whole country. The mainland, obviously, there's two other islands that go a little bit further south. But nonetheless, super cool to be out here right now. So what I'm gonna do is, I could have just stayed on the trail and went down, but I kind of accidentally ended up here on the beach. So I'm just gonna walk all the way down the beach until we hit the very bottom, and then we'll show you around there. So much to see, it's super cool here. Also, the beach here is huge. This is a beautiful beach. It's a great one right here. I am officially the southernmost person in the entire country right now. There is nobody on the mainland of Canada that is further south than me right now. Look at some pelicans. I didn't even know we have pelicans here. Because that's what happens when you're at the southernmost part of your whole country. So even though Canada is known as the Great White North, I'm actually further south than places in Northern California right now. So I'm on the same latitude line as places in California and parts of the desert. Really cool to think about that. It is dangerous here though, you gotta be careful. These are rip currents. They don't allow swimming in here at any time at all. Doesn't matter the season or the weather, you're not allowed to swim in this water. Southernmost man here, just me and the birds. Well, in terms of land right now, I'm as far south as I can stand. Wow. Here I am. It doesn't get much further south than where I'm at in this country. I've been wanting to come to this spot now for a couple of years. I've been wanting to visit this national park. I figured today was finally the day I could do it. Every single year, the last 3 years, I have looked up when I would be able to come here, and I've just never been able to find a free day. So finally, after years of trying to get here, I'm finally here. Point Pelee's not that far from me. It's only about a 2.5 hour drive for me, but still, it's just the process of getting here and having to plan everything out that can be difficult sometimes. That's it for Point Pelee, southernmost part of the country. Finally can check that off my bucket list. So happy we got to do that. We're going to begin our way back now and get out of the park. It's beautiful up here. This is an amazing view. So right now, I'm riding on the shuttle bus that they provide here at the park. And I decided to take the shuttle because I didn't really feel like walking back. There's a good hike here, but I thought I'd save some energy, get back to the car, and then I'm gonna cook my dinner up, have a good night somewhere on a random side road. So really enjoyed my time here at the park. Got to be the most southern man in the whole country. That was really cool. And we're gonna just continue our journey now, back on the road. All right, let's go find a campsite. I got some Subway here. Gonna eat this lunch. Lake Erie's right here. I just pulled over on a road. I've been driving for about an hour, kind of looking for a spot, but I know this spot, so I thought this is a safe spot because I don't want to stop anywhere and anybody have a problem with it. This is a safe spot, public beach right here. No one's here because it's raining right now, so I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my sub. Now, this ain't a camping meal, but nonetheless, I still gotta eat. I only got one meal, and I didn't really feel like going to the grocery store to get another. So I got here a chicken teriyaki sub. I usually do it on Italian herbs and cheese bread. I do a really good sub, so some people might beg to differ, but I know I do the best sub. So let's give it a try now. I stand by my comment, man. I wish it was a bit warmer, but that's my fault because I just drove an hour. But it is so good. Oh, there's some thunder. I just saw some lightning. So it doesn't look like this storm's going anywhere. I might be spending the rest of my day in this car today. Spot that I want to camp at tonight. It's just a 5-minute drive from where I'm at right here. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna head there, kind of see what things are looking like. There's a little hiking trail there I could go and explore. If not, we're just gonna set up camp because that's really all else we can do for the day. Welcome to home for the night. Could be staying right here, right next to a little trailhead right here. And I'm on this like side road of a side road, just kind of a dirt road here. And there's like a little area here with the hiking trail. Over there's another side road. I've only seen 3 cars drive by it so far, and I've been sitting here for like an hour. I'm pretty sure that we'll be safe here tonight. I'm not really too worried about getting kicked out or anything. And but we're gonna be living life a little bit on the edge tonight. As I mentioned, there's a great hiking trail in there. I'm gonna go and check it out, just because what else am I doing? Right there. We're gonna go inside. Yeah, so this is how this is what we're going to be working with right here. So there's the road right there, and I know the car's close to the road, but the reason I chose to go here is because it's right in front of this trail. So for now, if people drive by, they just think, oh, there's just somebody on the trail. That's why I'm not too concerned. And then honestly, I'm in the middle of nowhere. So once it gets dark, there's going to be nobody outside. I'm really not too worried. We're going to have a good time out here. This forest is very special because this is an old growth forest, meaning this forest has not been logged before, and it's kind of always been like this, which is a really cool thing. So in this forest, there's tons of old growth trees, some really big trees in here. I explored this forest once last year and saw some really cool ones. I've got a lot more tree knowledge than I did last year, so I'm sure there's a lot more I'll be able to notice this year and observe. And if I find anything cool, I'll make sure to let y'all know. It's beautiful in here. I'm gonna make my way out now. Beautiful creek down here. I really like that creek. I've explored it before. It's too muddy today, so I can't get down there. It was already hard enough to get to as far as I've gotten through this mud because it did just rain like an hour ago, a little bit over an hour ago, and it rained pretty good, as you saw, because I showed you. I'm just gonna head back to the car now, and I don't really have much else to do. The service out here isn't too good, so honestly, I'm probably just gonna have an early night and go to bed soon. The time is just a little after 8 right now. It's still very light outside. It just looks dark because it's so cloudy and it did just rain, but it's still technically like fully light outside. But hour and a half from now, it will be dark. And honestly, I think I'd just rather go to bed then, or at least be ready to. I think I picked a good spot because I've been sitting here for 2 hours, and this road right here behind me, this dirt road, not one car is driven by. So I picked a good spot. I'm really not worried that another car will even drive by the rest of the day. I'm not gonna run my headlights. I'm just gonna, honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna get out of the car again for the rest of the day unless I gotta like use the washroom or something. But honestly, I'm just gonna crawl in the back over here, call it a night, I gotta roll this window up, but I leave every window cracked a little bit for some air. And I'll probably be asleep in an hour from now because I'm not doing much else. One more thing, because I did have that foot-long sub earlier, I have one dehydrated meal left in my backpack. I'm gonna save that and eat that for breakfast tomorrow, and then that'll be it for my food. Last bit of daylight. I'm gonna try my best not to use the flash kind of while I'm in here, so you'll have to bear with me. I have a flashlight I can use on a dim, but I'm honestly like a couple more minutes. I'm just playing some games on my phone, and then I'm gonna hop in the back. I got a lot of garbage, so I'm gonna go and throw all that in the bag, and then honestly, I'm just gonna be out. What else am I doing? I'm gonna probably set my alarm for about 8 a.m. Now, normally I'd be out earlier, but honestly, I'm not really too worried about anybody driving by. And by the time 8 a.m. rolls around, somebody will just think I'm in the forest doing a hike, so I'm not too worried. Okay, I don't want to run the flash for long, but I'm hopping in the back now. Oh, okay. All right, back here now. I got everything in the car because obviously I don't want to leave anything outside now. So it's gonna be a bit more tight in here than it was last night, but I think we'll be all right. We had a great day 2 today. I'm in the back of the car on a random side road, literally in the middle of nowhere. I'm a little nervous, because you always are when you're camping somewhere you're not supposed to be, but I know I'll be fine. My alarm's set for 8 a.m. We'll be right back on the road pretty much as soon as I wake up. So let's try our best to have a good sleep now. See y'all bright and early tomorrow. Oh, I'm up. Good morning, everybody. Time's about 8:45 right now. I snoozed a little bit longer because I wasn't really worried. Not one car drove by me last night, and there hasn't been a car that's driven by me since I've been here. There's a couple cars have driven by on the side road that I'm right by, but honestly, nothing to be too concerned about. I slept last night. I woke up quite a few times. Wasn't as comfortable, and it had nothing to do with the fact that I was nervous. It was just kind of, I don't know, I just didn't sleep as well for whatever reason. But I'm up now. I'm just gonna get organized. Then we're gonna hit the road, and I'm gonna go find somewhere else to cook my dehydrated meal for breakfast. And then I plan on doing one more little hike, and then that's really all I have left planned for the day. So then I just go home. Trip's a success. We're almost done. Well, I was gonna take my time getting out of here, but that guy just kind of walked by. He's got 2 dogs with him. He walks in, like, he's coming from that end of the road. He walks down to the end of the car, turns around and walks back. I don't want to know what's going on, so let's get out of here. All right, well, let's go. Are you kidding me? Guy drives by the second I leave. Not one car has driven by me this whole time. Then we got everybody pulling up. That means it's time for me to go. Weird. Huh. That was really weird. That was really weird. Man, you thought you were in the clear, and then the second I go to leave, everybody shows up. That was weird. That was really weird. We're gonna go find a place now to go eat breakfast. Breakfast here, I got this dehydrated meal. We got some chicken Alfredo pasta. Real easy to do up, and it'll tie me over for the rest of this trip. All right, boiling. It's so cold out here. It's May 31st, and it's freezing outside. I don't know what the hell's been going on with the weather lately, but it's just, it's not been warming up for the most part lately. We've had barely any hot days so far. It's pretty weird. Normally by now it's full-blown summer. Give that about 10 minutes and I think we'll be good to go. I got the pasta here. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. I don't plan on hanging here for too long because it is really cold, so I'm gonna eat this fast. clean up my mess, and we're gonna hit the road again. It's been 2 minutes, I'm all done. I'm gonna clean up here, and we're gonna get in the car. Last look at Lake Erie. I'm ready to get out of here. It's really cold. All right, see you later. We out of here. Back on the road. I'm in a forest that I've never explored before. This is all new territory to me. We're having a good time in here. I got a funny story. So I'm walking along this trail, and this part of the trail is actually pretty good compared to what I was walking through earlier. There was a huge tree that fell over on the trail, like right in the trail. I had no choice but to try and get around it. The tree had to have been over 150 years old. Massive tree that fell. Anyway, I'm trying to climb over it, and then it must have taken down 2 other trees with it when it went down. So there was the big tree and then 2 other trees. So I climb it and I try to get over the 2 others as well. In this process, I slip and I fall. And I basically fell out of the tree. I'll show you when I'm on my way back so you can see kind of what the fall situation was like. I'm not hurt or anything, but I was just kind of like, damn, I just fell out of a tree. But anyway, we're exploring this forest. Once again, a very like old growth kind of forest. A lot of really old trees in here. This forest doesn't even really seem to be like managed that much, to be completely honest, based off the fact that there was that huge tree I had to get around. But I like that, man. It's a genuine forest that we're exploring right now. It's great. I made it to the spot that I'm a victim of. Here it is. So you'll see that tree right there is huge. And what I tried to do is I tried to climb over it and then cross these 2 trees. In the process of doing that, I took a good fall right here. I slipped. I did a full fall right there. I'm not hurt or anything, but I was just like, man, that really had to happen. Like, I really just fell out of these stupid trees. So this is where it happened. Let's get through here safely. This is the way to go. Okay, we're through. Oh man, yeah, that wasn't easy. That went a lot better. I'd rather bang my head a slight bit than fully fall out of it. All right, I've done a lot of hiking today. I'm hopping in the car. I'm just gonna clean up in here a bit more, get it nice and tidy, because it's a little bit of a mess right now, and I got a little bit of time to kill still. I got like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna take these next like 20 minutes to clean up the car, make it look nice, so I can take it home to the family. Then we're gonna be closing everything out today. All right, so I just gotta pack up a couple things here, relatively easy cleanup. When I went to bed last night, I was pretty warm. So I actually didn't go to bed initially with my sleeping bag. I put on it's my hammock quilt here, and I kind of used it as just a blanket. Then I woke up at like 4 a.m., freezing of course. So then I switched over to my sleeping bag. But this thing, it gets the job done. You know, I didn't have the worst sleep in the world. I've slept worse in this car before. Both nights were okay. I definitely slept better on the first night. That's because I was more comfortable in the campground. But last night was fine. I didn't have any issues. Up until the second I had to leave, then all the issues came up on me for some reason. We had a guy walking by, and then we had a car drive by. It was weird. Everything just got intense there. But anyway, we're done now. The crime's been done, because technically last night was a bit more of a stealth camp, and the first night was just a regular camp. The wind's just been howling all day. It's super loud, and when the wind hits the trees, it makes it that much louder. Feels like a car's gonna drive by, but nah, it's just the wind. Just had a tractor go by though. Gave the driver there a little wave. All right. Well, that's it for my gear. Other than that, I just need to tidy up now. Okay, so I did my best to tidy up in here. Everything is put away, everything's organized, and all that's left is for me to leave. 3 days in this car, just traveling around wherever the wind takes me. It was a lot of fun, a little nerve-wracking at times. We got to see some beautiful places. I got to check a couple places off my bucket list that I wanted to go and explore, including this forest right here. So I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did being out here and making it, because it's a lot of fun, I have to admit. If you liked what you saw, please like and of course subscribe. I'm only like I think like 60 something away from 1,000 now. So like, if this is your first time watching me and you liked what you saw, please do consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to stay in the great outdoors so that you can find some of the beautiful views that we saw over these last few days. And this was a very special one. This was my first time just hopping in the car and just driving around. So I really hope you enjoyed this style of video. It's something kind of new to me. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next one.